North Korea has strongly condemned former U.S. President Donald Trump's proposed plan for Gaza, calling it a blatant violation of international norms. The state-run Korean Central News Agency, or KCNA, denounced the plan as an act of slaughter and robbery, accusing the U.S. of blatant aggression. They see it as part of a larger pattern of U.S. interference in sovereign nations. North Korea believes the U.S. is seeking global dominance through military and economic means. KCNA did not hold back in its criticism, labeling the plan as a dangerous provocation. It accused the U.S. of disregarding international law and undermining global stability. They claim the U.S. wants to control critical resources and regions, particularly in the Middle East. This isn't the first time North Korea has criticized U.S. foreign policy, and it likely won't be the last. They have a history of condemning what they see as U.S. imperialism and interventionism. Their latest statement reflects their deep mistrust of U.S. intentions and policies. North Korea's reaction adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation in the Middle East. It remains to be seen how their stance will impact the dynamics in the Middle East, but it certainly raises the stakes. The international community's response to Trump's Gaza plan has been described as boiling by North Korean state media. KCNA highlighted the widespread condemnation of the plan. Many nations see it as a violation of international law. The plan has sparked outrage and protests globally. People are particularly concerned about the potential displacement of Palestinians. The strong international backlash underscores the sensitivity of the issue. It also highlights the deep divisions over how to address the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The international community is calling for a peaceful resolution. They want a solution that respects the rights of both Israelis and Palestinians. North Korea accused the U.S. of a blatant disregard for international law and principles. They cited past examples to support their claim. One example is Trump's previous interest in purchasing Greenland. Another example is Trump's alleged attempts to assert control over the Panama Canal. North Korea also pointed to U.S. actions in the Gulf of Mexico. These examples, according to North Korea, demonstrate a pattern of U.S. overreach. They believe the U.S. disregards the sovereignty of other nations. North Korea's accusations highlight the growing tensions between the two countries. It also underscores the broader concerns about U.S. foreign policy under the Trump administration. Section 4. The end of U.S. unilateral power. North Korea declared the era of U.S. unilateral power to be over. This bold statement was made during a high-profile news conference where Kim Jong-un emphasized the need for a new global order. They called on the U.S. to abandon its outdated illusion of global dominance. The message was clear: the world is no longer willing to accept a single nation dictating international policies. They urged the U.S. to stop violating the sovereignty of other nations. This sentiment has been echoed by various countries that have felt the impact of U.S. foreign interventions. This declaration reflects North Korea's belief that the world is moving towards a multipolar system. A system where multiple countries share power and influence, rather than being dominated by one. They see the U.S. as a declining power. Economic challenges and political divisions within the U.S. have contributed to this perception. North Korea's statement is a direct challenge to the U.S. It underscores their intent to stand firm against what they view as American overreach. It signals their intent to resist what they perceive as U.S. attempts to dictate global affairs. This resistance is not just about military might, but also about ideological and political influence. The statement also serves as a rallying cry for other nations who share similar views. Countries that have long felt marginalized by U.S. policies may find a new ally in North Korea. It remains to be seen how this will play out on the international stage. The dynamics of global power are shifting and the future is uncertain. Section 5. Military tensions and regional implications. The presence of a U.S. nuclear submarine in South Korea has further escalated tensions on the Korean peninsula. This move is seen as a show of strength by the United States, aiming to deter any potential aggression from North Korea. North Korea's Ministry of Defense labeled this deployment as a hostile military act. They view the presence of the submarine as a direct threat to their sovereignty and regional stability. A spokesperson for the North Korean Ministry of Defense warned that their armed forces were closely monitoring U.S. strategic assets in the region. They emphasized their readiness to respond to any perceived provocations. They stated that they were prepared to defend their national security and regional peace using all available means. This includes conducting regular military drills to ensure their forces are combat-ready. Meanwhile, King Abdullah II of Jordan met with Trump to discuss the situation. Their meeting focused on the broader implications of the tensions in the region. He reiterated Jordan's firm stance against the displacement of Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank. This issue remains a significant point of contention in Middle Eastern politics. King Abdullah II emphasized the need for a two-state solution. He believes this is the only viable path to lasting peace in the region. He also highlighted Trump's role in achieving a ceasefire in Gaza. The ceasefire is seen as a crucial step towards de-escalating the ongoing conflict. The situation remains tense, with all parties closely watching developments. The international community is urging restraint and dialogue to prevent further escalation.